Hi again, this is Dr. Yam. So now we are going to learn table join, and in order to do table join we need to know some several things. For example, we need to know the characteristic of the data field, so like table field. So I'm going to explain the how to read the tables. Okay, so sometimes the when you open the attribute table like this is attribute table. So now we got a US census population, the layer, but we don't have any population data here. So we have here GeoID, and we have the county names, United States. And fortunately, we got data here. We got a GeoID and county names and female total. This is like the male total. This is kind of like the female under 5 years old, female between 5 to 9 years old, female between 10 to 14 years old. I cleaned up and I organized all those kind of headings. So I make it like this. So what is table join? Maybe you heard about it before, but you're not sure what it is. So let me show you again. This is the attribute table of this layer, and this is the data table about like the US county population. So I want to see both table at the same time. So you can go to table option, and you can go to arrange table. Then I'm gonna go the vertical tab groups. Then now you can see both table at the same time, right? So now, so you can see here I activate this table. This is belongs to this layer, and this table is this. So now we can see here the table join is we got a data table here, and then I need to join this table to this layer. Then I can see which county has how many populations, right? So now I want to join this table to here. Okay, so how we can join the table? We need to have unique identifiers between two tables. What is the unique identifiers? The unique identifier is these two tables commonly share the same ID. So like this here. So I see here 01001. This is like the first county in Alabama, and then we got a same data here. It's the first county of Alabama, but GeoID here. So first, what we need to learn, this GeoID, the characteristic of this GeoID is the text. The characteristic of this GeoID is numeric field. How do we know? If I right click on the headings, property, and we can see here usually here strings text, right? And let me see here property and long, that is numeric. Okay, so in our PowerPoint I already made an example. Okay, so look at this. The polygon, letter, text, of course that is a text. Okay, the state the fifths 01, it looks like the number, but I said here text, and this is numeric. and all these are numeric. This is text. Do you know the difference between like the numeric and text field? It is. Text field always line up on the left side. Okay, you can see here. Numeric field always line up right hand side here. So text field always stay in the left hand side, and numeric field always stay in the right hand side. Okay, so you can see like this. So the reason that I keep telling you is when you join the table, the characteristic of your unique identifier should be the same. So which means here this is a text field, this is a numeric field. If I scroll down here, a little bit, it looks like the same number, but the field characteristic of this GUID is fit the text. The characteristic of this GUID is numeric. Okay, that means you cannot join this table to here based on this unique GUID. But there is the one method you can convert this field characteristic into the numeric. Okay, so we try to make the common characteristic. Okay, so now here I'm going to click table option and then add field. This is the add field, and then I will say GUID number NUM. Okay, then we got, if I click this, we have like the short integer, long integer, float, double, text, and date. Okay, when you try to create a numeric field, we are going to use double. Okay, so there's like this 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are numeric, the field characteristic you can create. This is only like the text field here. This is date, but among 4 numeric characteristics, we are going to use double because it can contain more decimal digit. Okay, so then I'm going to click OK. So now 0, 0, 0, 0, it stayed on the right hand side, right? So then how I can convert the text value into numeric value? So this is text, that's why we can see like the 0 the very first, right? This is a numeric value, you cannot see 0. Okay, so now I'm going to right click on the GUID NUM, the headings, right? Then I'm going to click here, field calculator. Okay, the field calculator, I already put that thing on our PowerPoint. See here, so you don't need to worry about how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to double click this GUID. So now this GUID, you put that thing in here, the GUID numbers equal GUID. Then if you click this, now it created the numeric field ID. So now you are ready to join from here to here. Okay, so this is in order to table join, we need to prepare some like the steps. Okay, the first of all, we need to confirm whether or not they share the unique identifiers. If they do, then you need to make sure the characteristic of unique ID field, whether or not they are text or numeric. If they are text, you need to convert it into the numeric, and then you say you may convert this into the text, then why we don't like to convert this numeric to the text, then you will see. Let me show you what happens if I convert this the numeric ID into the text. So I'm going to activate this, and I'm going to also click. So when you see two table and then you need to activate, then you need to click this, then add table. If you activate here and then add table, then you will add table on here. If you want to add table here, if you want to add the field here, you need to activate this table. If you want to add a field here, you need to activate this table. So I want to activate this table because I want to add new text ID. So I activate this, click add a field, and I will say GUID TXT text, and then I will assign text characteristic. Okay, so I can say here like just 20 and click OK. So now I made new GUID field, and then I'm going to do the same thing, right click, right, and field calculator, and this GUID, which is numeric, I'm going to change this numeric value into the text value. I click OK. So now here 1001, we don't have any 0 in front of this 1. So if I did not create this, I'm going to let this. So do you think that we can join this one to here? Maybe you can join some of this. You can join this one. But here, this part, from 0, like 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 3, all those like the, until here, you cannot join because they don't match, right? They don't match. So you need to understand what field you are going to convert into the numeric or into the text. Okay, this point, the best choice, I'm going to let this. It's useless. And now we got numeric field here, so I'm going to convert this one. Then if I convert this like the text field into the numeric, and all these 0 will automatically disappear. Okay, you saw that, right? I'm going to add a field again. I'm going to say GUID NUM number, and I'm going to select double and click OK, and right click field calculator, and I'm going to clear GUID and click OK. So now we are ready to join. Okay, we are ready to join. So you can click here, you can start join from here, you can join like this. Also you can click here, you can join from here. Okay, so now I really want you to read this PowerPoint. Okay, it has like the clicking instruction, but there's like some idea how we can create those kind of GUID. So as I mentioned before, the state 2-digit, county 3-digit. So state plus county will be 5-digit. Okay, so actually the combining. Okay, and then also text, the census tract 11-digit, block group 12-digit, block 15-digit. So it becomes like this. Okay, so you saw this the pictures before, right? So how we can combine block group and tracks, right? So here, as I mentioned here, the field calculator. So you can use those kind of instruction. Okay, so now I already mentioned like how we can identify whether or not this is the text field and numeric field. Okay, so you can just see like the where those like the letters and numbers are located. Left side, right hand side. Left hand side, that's text field. Right hand side, that is numeric field. Okay, that's pretty much easy. All right, so in order to join, we need to have like the very fundamental rule. Okay, so as I mentioned here, this is the layer. The layer needs data, right? Layer only have some like the locational ID, right? And names. And now here we have the data table from, we can download from census. So this is the data table. And as I mentioned, I'm going to arrange table again, numeric. So now I can say we are going to join this data table to the layer. So now layer is the destination and your data table is departure. Always, how you can identify which is destination, which is departure. The destination always need data. Okay, if you want to have some data, that means you need to download some data table and then you need to join them. Okay, so the layer require the data. If you have those kind of situation, the layer is the destination. Okay, so at this point here, this data table is departure and this layer is destination. Why I keep saying destination departure? You have to start the join process always from the destination here. Okay, if you start join from here, you are going to bring only this information to here. Then you will not have any feature. You will have only the extra the table. Okay, so now we have layer here and this is the attribute table. I want to join this data table to here. Okay, so that's why this is departure, this is destination. Again, join process always start from destination. So I'm going to start from here. Click, join, and join. Now, you see here, choose the field in the layer that the join will be based on GUID number. Then you can, this is your departure, and I'm going to select GUID, right? Then you're gonna click OK. What if I select the text field GUID like here? Then it will show you only text field in departure data table. So here I'm just going to click to close it. I'm going to open here. In this data table, everything is numeric value except for county names, right? County names. Okay, so right click. I am going to start the join process from the departure because departure needs the data. Okay, so I'm going to start join, and this is join table, the join box, and I'm going to select numeric value field, which is GUID number that we made. And then if I click this, then it shows us all the numeric field, right? But we cannot see like the county name. That was the text field, right? So now numeric, the GUID, now this is also numeric GUID. Then keep all the record, and we are usually select this, and then we click OK. Then now once you finish the join, you need to open the attribute table again. Then you need to confirm whether or not they were joined correctly. We are good, right? So now this like layer only this part was original information. Now we join these two tables based on this GeoID and this GeoID. Both are numeric GeoID, right? Then we can have all the data, right? So now, the most important thing at this moment, I'm going to export this layer because I do not want to lose my joined data. Okay? So like this, this is week 4-3, and I'm going to save as a shapefile. Population, join, save, and click OK. Now I'm going to open. So now I export everything, and then I create a new layer. Then I don't need this, and I'm going to remove. But let me show you one thing. It still has like the join the table right here, right? Then I will show you why you have to export your data after you join. So I'm going to remove this, and for this 3 I'm going to add the original file. I added it, and then when I remove this the county population, there was join the data, right? It has everything. Then now I'm going to open. It's gone, right? If you don't export your layer after you join, you are going to lose all your data. Okay? So if you export your data, then you're not going to lose your data, right? So now here again, now we are going to remove some unnecessary information here. This is redundant. I'm going to right click, delete the field, and click OK. I'm going to click this, right click, delete the field, and we don't need this one, delete the field. But I'm going to leave this one. So now I have both text ID and numeric ID. So if you need join more data, you don't need to create any other like the GeoID field. So now you got every option, text field and numeric field, right? Then you can join more. This is join, and how to create numeric field, how to manipulate your data, and how to join. And this is pretty much easy, but you are going to join like the several thousand times in the future if you are keep doing the GIS. So table join is one of very, very fundamental the function in the GIS you have to understand. Okay, so I think this is it for the table join. Thank you.